see some of the video inside the locker room. What was it like being in there?
The only way I can describe it is genuine brotherhood and love for each other, and between the coaches and the players. That's the only way I can describe it. I looked at, the next morning I was looking at the pictures and the video. I could watch that video all day, and just not about who scored the most points, most rebounds, but just the genuine love and happiness we had for each other in that locker room was one of the best feelings in the world. I mean, that's really the only way I can describe it to you.
I have an idea, but maybe how did you guys build that genuine love for each other?
I mean, it's realizing the common goal, I'd say, is a big way, and it's something, Rut, and it's always been preached, but Rut really put an emphasis on it, is it's not who gets the credit, like when you accomplish, because like our team doesn't care, and I think that's one of the biggest things. It's doing it together and doing something great with that. And I think everyone, just 110%, coaches through players, has really bought into it since Rudd has really started to emphasize it.
When do you think is there a moment in your mind that sticks out that, okay, this is the moment things flip for us?
Yeah, there is. I think Loyola. And, Mississippi Valley State, good team. We got over the hump, got our win. But Loyola, we were up 20, and they went on a run and got it closed down. And a bunch of us have talked about it. Earlier in the season, we had been in opportunities like that, but we didn't know how to close as players. And when we closed that game, it was like, okay, this is what we got to do. This is how we have to prepare for it, and this is how we'll take it going forward. And I think you see it in the rest of our games. Like closing down the stretch, we're not the same team we were. And I just really think that one was like, okay, this is what we have to do and what we need to do to close out the game and get the win.
How much of a difference does it make for you guys on the floor, off the floor, when you're just having fun playing basketball again? Because it's night and day from where it was when Rutgers first took over.
Having a lot of fun, you're right. It's just, I think when you're having fun and it's not as much a focus on anything but the team, just great things happen. Our bench is insane. It's probably a little over the top sometimes, to be honest, but it's that sort of passion and energy that pass on to the guys on the court later in the game. The beginning of the game, it's nice, but I think when it really comes into it is that energy and that fun. When the guys that are on the court are tired those last 3 or 4 minutes and it's crunch time, we're giving them energy and passing on positive vibes that are carrying out to them, and they're like, okay, these guys got our back, like, let's go, we're doing this together. It's not anyone by themselves. It's a team effort, coaches and players.
What can you do differently with Bennett Cook this time? He's on a roll now, and he kind of broke out against you guys a little bit.
Yeah, Bennett Cook's a good player. We have to, limit his touches that are close to the hoop, but I'm supremely confident in our bigs and our defensive game plan that we'll have for him that'll be effective. But you're right, we have to do a good job of containing him, and we can't let him get any easy ones. He's going to make tough shots. He made a couple that were really good contested by the bigs that were on him. We just got to try to make sure that that's the case. He can't get a cheap dunk or a cheap lay-in. But that's pretty much going to come down to that.
What do you guys do to set the tempo against a team that likes to dictate tempo like Northern Iowa does?
We got to stay as much true to ourselves as we can. I know it probably is contradictory just because, like you said, they try to dictate it. But we just got to play our game, run, get a rebound. We can't slow it down because they're going to get a rebound, and they'll run when they can. But they want to, like you said, dictate and play their style. We just got to play ours. As much as they try to dictate theirs, we have to, in turn, do the same thing and try to speed up the game and play how we want to play.
You guys get an extra long break compared to most universities with in between these semesters, so to speak. Do you think that played into maybe how tight you guys became over the month of January, where you were really just able to focus on basketball for the most part?
I definitely think it did play a part in it. We're together pretty much the whole day. Like, we have practice in the morning, we're meeting for breakfast in the morning, team meals throughout the day, and then just hanging out because like you said, we don't have school, so we're hanging out whether we're playing video games or going to a movie or going to the mall. Yeah, I definitely think that played a big part in it. I mean, you're just spending that much more time together.
We've seen the crowds grow constantly over this stretch. What do you expect out of this environment on Saturday?
I'm hoping for a big crowd. I mean, in-state rivalry, huge game. Everyone we can get out there is great, and we notice when it grows. And the crowd has been great. The people that have come have been great and been loud. And we just gotta keep putting a product out that makes it fun to come watch. And I think that's the biggest part.
Are more people maybe like as you're walking around campus, like recognize you a little bit? Or
There's
saying, talking to you?
Yeah, there's definitely a buzz around campus, and that part has been cool because I mean, Drake is an academic school. Athletics are good, but I mean there are a lot of people who come from all over the world because of that academic prestige, and it has been fun through the course of this, just like to see our student section grow. I mean, the last game we had, the student section was pretty good considering it was J-term and we didn't even have our full student body. So I think the buzz that we have is great, and I think the fact that we know them personally. I mean, we have classes with a lot of people, and it being a smaller university, we can build more of a connection with them.
How fun is it to see Rudder get so invested into this program and just dive right in as the head coach and really just make it about you guys?
It's unreal. I mean, you look at the position that guy's in. He has been working his tail off in the business for 20-some years, probably more, as an assistant. He gets a D1 chance, middle of the season. I mean, not the most opportune time, and just it's not about him. It's never been about him, and maybe that's why everything's worked out so crazy. Just the way he's thrown in, because it wasn't about Coach Jack when Coach Jack was here, but just you see it, and it's like, okay, this guy's been waiting so long to get an opportunity, and he's coming in, and it's not, oh, this is my opportunity, this is it, this is what I need to do, or I need you guys to do. It's, let's do this together, let's create about an experience. Like, he talks about the quality of experience for us more than anything, and it's unreal, and couldn't happen to a better dude. I mean, unreal coach, the staff is unreal. He makes it's easy to go to war for him. I mean, talk about when times get tough. You see his celebration. I don't know if you guys caught it. When Reed made his bucket, there was a little video, and he's fist pumping, and it's like he's coming down the bench line and just handshaking us, and we're like, good call, Rut. And it's unreal. I don't know how to describe it other than the fact, like I said earlier, the love for the coaches and players is just between each other is unreal.
Can you explain the hashtag thing that was going on in the locker room? Do you guys create hashtags at the end of games, or what was going on with that? We just have sayings, and for whatever reason, I guess we put them into hashtags. But it's just stuff that Rudder preaches and the whole coaching staff preaches every day. I mean, always putting your best foot forward, brotherhood. Can't even remember the first one, to be honest. Oh, happy plane ride. We talk about, let's have a happy plane ride. Let's go home on a win instead of going home and all you can think about is like, okay, what do we got to get back, do and fix, because like we didn't get the job done tonight. Granted, now we can go back happy. You come back the next day and then you figure out that stuff. So it's just probably just all the sayings we have. Us having a little fun.